Well, g'day tubes, how's she hanging? Pretty good here. So we're working on her again. I want to just have a look at this thing. Make sure everything's good before we put the hood and stuff all on and before we button things up. I just feel better, I think, if I took the head off it and just had a double check and make sure everything's all right in there. So, a little bit of disassembly yet to do. Someone was asking me if this was a crack. It's not a crack. I think it's where it's just like a casting mark. I'll show you a couple of spots here. We'll get my light out. So that's not a, hang on, it's dirty too. It's not a crack, it's just a casting mark. I don't know if you can see it too well, but over here you can see like a casting mark below that spark plug too, right? Another one there. I guess they cast a whole bunch of them together or something. So it's not cracked, it's just a cast mark. So, lots of fun. Gonna have to try to get the exhaust and intake manifold all off of here too. I don't know how well that's gonna come off. I should get some stuff sprayed onto these maybe. 1, 2, and this is kind of funny here. I guess just to hold that little bracket for the governor. And then another one, but boy, I hope I don't have to heat those up. I could probably just leave it all on there, but I better get it off, I guess. So we're just going to do a little disassembly today. Unfortunately, I have to take it all apart again. And something interesting, remember I said I can still hear the tapping. What is this tapping? Well, stupid thing I pulled. Remember this tube here? We had a lot of trouble getting back in. It goes down this little hole here and it attaches in here, and that's your where your oil comes up to feed everything through here, and then it kind of all bleeds out, and then whatever's left comes out this tube. That's the one we made. Well, I pulled it out and I'm like, oh, that came out fairly easy, and it's like, I don't know if you can even see that, hang on. It's like ripped or something, and it was, let me zoom in, it was really hard to get in, so I don't know what's going on there. It's like something's chewed it. I kind of wonder way down south there if there's something in this hole that's kind of wrecked it. So I'm not liking that too much, but when this thing's installed, if I can get her again here, there, it's still like loose. I think it's moving. It's not really holding enough down there, so I don't know. It's just driving me batty. What the heck? But anyways, I got lots of them. I ordered like 20 of them. When I ordered them, I'm like, oh, might as well get a few of them. But so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna get some towels laid on my little table over here. Get some room. We're going to take off this valve train, woohoo, train, and this guy here. Take off all these bolts. Take out all the push rods. I think all the push rods are the same. I don't think there's a different one for, like, you know, exhaust or intake stuff. I'm going to take her off, and then we'll get this off. See if we can get this manifold off of here. Got new gaskets for the manifold, and see if we can pop the head off. Oh, we got to take the temperature sensor off too here. So some disassembly. I've already drained the green goo out, and this has to come off, of course, which might be fun again. It should come off. It's been on that long. Seems funny I did all this work and now we're just tearing it all apart again, but maybe I like working. I don't know. Well, I don't know if this will help much, but I'm going to hit these bolts with a little bit of move it stuff. I don't know if it's going to do much for them, but those, I don't know if I want to impact them or not, but I don't know. I think they're 5/8. Are they 5/8? Yes, they are. And I don't know if I've got, whoa, geez, almost took you out. I don't know if I got enough torque on this to, oh, they're not that tight. Oh, yay. Oh. So this one's a little different. Well, that's a bigger fella there. Might be an 11/16, but someone might have jammed on some kind of metric something there. An 11. And that one's turning in behind now. Yeah, I just want to check things out. I want to check. Ooh, don't like to feel that whole stud's coming out. That's not a good thing. Yeah, I want to check the valves. Maybe give them a lapping. Okay, how am I supposed to get that there now? Huh. Well, that's interesting. The one that's holding this governor lever here. Turn the whole stud out, and I can't hold it now because, well, that's not a good thing. The only one I didn't really want to screw up, and it screwed up. It's wanting to pull the whole stud out now. Someone's gummed up this, what is that, the exhaust? Yeah, the exhaust. Two exhaust ones here with something, and I don't know why. I guess it broke or something. Oh no, I'm gonna get this out. Well, that's a weird situation with this thing. I can't turn the outside nut off because it's seized on, I guess. I think it's loose. It should come out there. And that's interesting because now I can't get that off of there. But anyways. So yeah, we did a bit of disassembly last night too on this. Oh, we're back to the 5/8 again. Get these loose. I still gotta take the, oh, that one's tight. Still gotta take the air cleaner breather tube off of here too. Wow, these weren't really that tight. But I like to get the head cleaned up too a bit, right? That's coming loose actually, so let's, I gotta get a screwdriver and we'll take some more things off of here. Okay, I think stud's coming out too, that's not good. One at the very end here. I think I've got everything off of here, got the linkages off. These should probably be a lock washer on here, but they're flat washers. I got all the linkages off, got that air tube off. This one's coming out with the stud too. I guess that's fine. I should still be able to torque them down to whatever we need. Really kind of wish actually I had a new manifold to put on it, but imagine that wouldn't be a cheap thing having to come up from the US of A. It's actually got some weird splits in it. I wonder if this has got a problem. Ooh, we got a hex washer. That's cool. Probably put new washers on it too. Yeah, there's, I don't know if it's supposed to be here, but there's quite a split there. You know what, I might just splurge and just get a new manifold. Oh, the shipping out of it is brutal. Brutal. But we'll see, we'll get her off of here. Well, I guess that's alright actually. Well, let's get her over here for a minute, we'll have a look at her in a second. And, Okay, we need to get, oh boy, lots more off. Get this hose off. Just have to get the top hose off. That's not too bad. It looks like it was ready to come off anyway. Yeah, it's not exactly the right hose for there, but it never did leak. I was kind of surprised at that. It never did leak. Now I gotta get this off again too, darn it. We'll have to move it over here. Alright, we got the bracket off. We're just working on the temp sensor here. I think after that, we should be good for... Ooh, there's some junk on the end of this guy. Interesting. I think we should be good for getting this valve train off. I just got to clear a bit of room over there on that table. But we can start by getting her loose. These are probably going to spring like crazy here. Holy, I hope I didn't just break that one. No, don't think so. Oh, man, they must crank them fellers on pretty tight because you don't want your valves going out of adjustment, right? That thing's loose there, that would do that. Maybe because I've had these ones off already. Yeah, so I want to check the valves, I want to check the pistons, I want to check the sleeves. Make sure there's no weird funny marks on any of that stuff, right? I've got the new valves for it, but we'll see how these ones are. If I don't have to use them, I won't, but. So, these are pretty much loose, I do believe. I don't know what the torques are to put this back on, but we'll have to look that up. I'm sure I can find that out somewhere because they'll have to go back on and be torqued down. So okay, I'm going to take this out and that hopefully out. Or you can just stay there. How about that? Okay, let me get a spot cleared on the table over here because I'm just going to leave it in here, I think. Okay, I think we're good. Everything, all the push rods should just fall out. Like that. Not too much to it. I think these things are fine, but it's more inside the engine I'm worried about. So yeah, I believe these are all the same. And take, yeah, they all look the same. You gotta look for these, see if any of these are bent. So, put them out on the table. I'll have to roll them on the flat surface. They look pretty good so far, but how many millions of times those have been up and down? Holy jumping. Well, they're greasy anyways. Greasy. Okay. So we still got this hose kind of attached here, but that could probably get this off. Yeah, that's not the right hose for there, but I mean it worked. It did work, but it's just not quite the right size. It's a little smaller, which is weird because the 2-in was that big hose. Interesting, they have different caps on the exhaust ones here. So I don't lose any of them when I take it off. Okay, we're going to need a big feller now. let's get the wrench for it and we'll start removing, hopefully. Okay, I'm not sure if all these bolts are the same length or not. I wanted to mark them, but there's oil on some of them and they look like they're grade 8 bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, now I don't know. So, yes, I wanted to mark them just so they all went back in. Because like I say, I don't know if they're all the same length or not. But if I get them cleaned, we'll get them loose anyways. Ooh, that's going to be a tight fit for the socket in there. Just maker. But yeah, we'll get them cleaned. And then I might just take my marker and do like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wow, no washers under them or nothing. Just bolt them. So let's make sure we're in the shot here. I think we're good. You usually start tightening them from the center out. I do believe there's a tightening sequence. Hopefully it's not warped the head. But yeah, I just felt like I just wanted to open it up and just to make sure everything's good in there before we, you know, get on our worker and stuff. I know some of you swingers are saying there, oh, you just need a good work. I'm like, well, yeah, but I don't want to get out and give it a good work and then all of a sudden something blows apart on me. Because that would be bad. That one's loose. Loose, just this one I think. But the gaskets look pretty good. Manifold gaskets here, they don't look too bad. We'll get you over here before we tear it right off. I think everything's loose. Okay, I'll go get a nice clean towel and some brake clean. And we will clean off the heads of these bolts, and I'm just going to hopefully get a marker and mark it. Oh no, I gotta take off. I didn't realize all this water pump and stuff was attached. Oh, well, I'm not 100% sure what's going on there. It looks like it's part of it. Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay, I got a little more disassembly before we get too much further here. This is an intertwined little mess here. I didn't realize it was so bad. I was going to leave the water pump on, but half of it looks like it bolts into the block. And the top half kind of looks to me like it's bolting. What the heck is going on here? Definitely looks like it's a bolt coming in from behind. Either that or the head of the bolt's broken off. I couldn't see having to take the head off to get it out, so I'm going to try to take it off. I've got it loose and all this crap off of here now, but to me, I've got bolts. Let's see if I can get you down here. I got bolts. And there's one here, but then there's like a head or something broken off there. So that's interesting. I'm gonna have to try to, I guess, take this whole fan and everything off because it's definitely mounting into the block down here. But that to me looks like it's a broken, boy, I don't know. There should be another one there, you'd think, like another bolt head, but let's get you down here and have a look. kind of confusing. Like you can see the one bolt there holding it in, it goes into the block. And there's like the gasket right there, and then the head. But then there's this guy here. Whoa! Which kind of looks a little fishy. But I don't know. That's really strange. Well, I don't imagine I'm gonna get her off. And then there's a bolt underneath too. That should be probably a head on that one. Well, there's an element more to the pod, isn't there? Oh boy. Oh boy, we sprung a leak. We sprung a leak. Yeah, that had to come off. I still don't know what's going on with this bolt here though. I thought all the fluid would have drained out, but I guess some stays in behind the water pump there. Yeah, that's tricky to get my fingers. This whole fan and everything's going to come off as one. Well, that's good. She's drained a bit more out. Okay, that bolt's out. That's a pretty rusty little bolt. That one's not ready yet. Well, it doesn't look like it mounts it behind, so I probably could have pulled the head right off. But probably should inspect the water pump anyways. Probably needs one of them too. Alright, let's see if we can get this up and out of here. Come on, baby. Oh, jeez. Stupid bell. Wasn't watching. There we go. Ooh, that's been gooped up a little bit. Look at that later. Okay, yeah, probably could have not had to take that off because it looks, well, I don't know there's only 3 bolts that hold that on, I guess. But it's good to look at this stuff, right? Sure, a heck of a lot easier when it's half apart than having to tear a water pump out when all the hoods and stuff's on. Okay, cleaned them all off, I marked them all up. And we're gonna slowly get them all out of here now. Yeah, it looks like I probably could have left that water pump alone, but that's a good thing to look at too and see if it needs replaced as well, or if the bearings are passable in it. Oh, that one's tight. Don't really like that, but number 9, well, maybe he's alright. Probably got a bit of rust on them. So I marked them all, took a picture of them all, as long as I don't smudge the top of them. Now 6 and 9, let's pull them out and see if they're the same length. Those are some big mother bolts, because 6 and a 9 could get mixed up. Ooh, that's totally different. A little bit of a shoulder there, so how am I going to keep that straight? SIX will fit on there better than an NIME. Okay, everything else should be good. Yeah, that's quite a different bolt there, wow. Okay, those should come out better because they've been oiled. Interesting to see the difference in them. That's just a normal one. still. Now I got a number letter stamper thing I cut it as twink as well, but okay, that should be good. And that's a shouldered one too. Shouldered, shouldered, not shouldered. Different thread sizes too, that's interesting. This one here is just a monster, but she won't fit in that one, that's for sure. Wow. 9 is a bigger thread. 7. And 6 we've had out. Okay, I'm going to put these down in order. Wow, that's amazing the difference of those. They definitely got to go in right. Glad I marked them all. 5, 4 is shouldered. 3 is shouldered. 2 and 1 is shouldered, and they're all the same size. Okay, now let's bust off the head and see how much fluid leaks out. If I can. Oh, there she goes. Oh, she's peeing more. I'll throw a couple towels down there maybe. And the bucket. Okay, I'm going to pick this up and take it into the other building there. These things are friggin' heavy too, so you don't want to drop these things. Okay, here we go. Alright, the head is off. And I don't see any blown head gasket, so that's good. Everything probably was fine in here, but like I said, I just wanted to have a look at things. A little ridge there, but it's not bad. I don't see any major scoring, which is good. You can actually see the number on the top of the piston, so it looks like the gasket went with the head. Alright. Fairly clean down the water jackets, but not tremendous. A little bit of dirt in there, but it's not too bad, honestly. It's really pretty good. Okay, so what I wanted to test too was, oh, see, I don't like that too much. That one's not as bad. Let me grab the crank handle there, we'll rotate her around a little bit too. Oh, she's got lots of movement now. I think that actually pushed that sleeve out a little bit there on me. I don't know. Sounds back here though when I hear that tapping. Yeah, that did push that sleeve a bit. That's not very good. I bet you that's what that tapping is that sleeve moving. If it's not in there tight, let's get a zoom in on that. I'm going to crank it around here a bit. Let's see if that sleeve on the back corner here moves. Okay, it's flat down right now. I'll be able to see in the head when we get looking at that too, if that sleeve is moving. I might have to get in here and just peen it a little bit. I think that's how we did the, well, that's what we did for valve seats. Yeah, look at that. Oh, that's exactly what's happened when it's running. I betcha. I betcha. And I don't know if it would have a whole lot of movement in there, but it shouldn't technically do that. Oh, that's not good. Oh gosh. Well, I'm going to have to do some research, and maybe you guys know what to do about that. I really don't think I need to tear it apart. I'm going to have to blow these holes out too. I don't think I need to tear it apart, but I think that's what's making the tapping noise, because remember I said it was back here. Wow. That's not a good thing. Let's try that again there. That's exactly what it's doing. I'm willing to bet. Wow. Okay, that's interesting. I'm going to have to figure out how. This one's moving a little bit too, but the head should hold them on. But it's back here where I told you. So, you guys are going to think this is funny, but how I diagnose things like this is you get a long screwdriver. Wooden handle's better, and you put the head of the screwdriver and the handle to your ear and use it like a stethoscope and you can hear it. And it was definitely tapping a lot more back here. Now, it could have been something to do with that oil line too, but I don't know, I kind of doubt that. But, wow, I think that could be partially the problem. Maybe it was tapping a little bit on the inside, but anyways, isn't that crazy? Alright, well there's the head. We're just soaking up a bit of oil in this corner. Doesn't seem to want to go down, but where I'm getting this blow by from, you guys thought it was just like vapor coming out of the oil, but that oil was like brand new. I don't know, maybe, yeah, but we ran her pretty good here in this garden here, you know, not like plowing, but she was pulling that cultivator, the disc, and you know, it was working. And near the end there, it was like you could see like a lot of, like that shouldn't have been doing that. So something, I don't know what's going on with it, but now these caps, gotta watch they don't fall off. Maybe I'll just take them out right now. Put them up here safe. You know what? Before I do that, I can take a picture. Picture's worth a million headaches. Just in case, that'll be better. Oh darn, I should have closed my door. I'm gonna get eaten alive. These are, I think these are the exhaust ones here. I don't know why they get a cap, but they get an extra little cap on top, right? Alright, let's flip her here, I guess. Got two studs on that side. I'm probably going to take this all apart and then take it down to my parts cleaner. Well, that's interesting. You're probably thinking, what does he see? Well, I don't see anything except this valve here. And I think that would be an exhaust. Yeah, that's an exhaust valve here. For some reason, the outside of it's really white. And I wonder, something's going on with that one. See, there's a fairly good normal one there. So we've got exhausts, exhausts and intakes, and then exhaust exhaust. This one's really dirty. But yeah, that's an exhaust. Interesting. Why is that got a white ring around it? Well, I don't know. But the gasket doesn't seem bad. I don't think we've blown a gasket. Well, it's a little weird right there, but I don't know, but that's strange. What do you guys think's going on with that? Wonder if it's leaking there or something. I don't know. But anyways, don't think there's any movement. That spring will be holding them real tight. But there we go. That's, I guess, all we're going to get for today. Yeah, interesting. But look, we got a head. We got a head. This is probably usable again, this head gasket, but it's so bloody buried, I might as well put on the new one. If I can get this one off. There we go, Fred. There we go, Fred. We got some cleaning to do, get some of this carbon and crap off of here. But you guys let me know what you think of that valve. That's interesting. Well, that's about as far as I can go tonight, I guess. I have to do a bunch of cleaning on that thing, though. Get that done up, but I don't know what to do about this sleeve. I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be in there fairly tight. Like you're supposed to have an actual sleeve puller to get those out, as far as I know. But that one, gosh, you could almost probably pull it out just by pulling on it. That's probably not very good. So anyways, we got her down. It's about as far as I wanted to go. And yeah, I got to clean all these holes out. Brake clean, blow some air down there and get them all cleaned, because you could potentially, I don't know what's inside the casting, but if there's something in there and you tighten that down, it'll create compression and that could snap things, right? So, boy oh boy, this poor coolant though, that'll be the end of that stuff. I'll have to get new stuff now because it's got oil and stuff all in it now from flowing all out all over the place here, but oh well, she's good, I guess. Wow. Wowie zowie. I don't know what to do about that though. Wow. There is definitely something going on here. If I turn it this way. Oh, I can't even turn it by hand. Holy jumping. I don't know, there's something's not right here with this one here. There's an awful lot of gap at the bottom there. Maybe it's supposed to be like that. Like, I don't think that's kind of right. Like, I can look down there and probably, yeah, I can see the, I think I can see the ring gap in it. I don't know if that's good or not. So I threw on the gasket here just to have a quick look and see what I can see here. I can see where that was sitting. And there's really nothing holding that sleeve from moving. When that's running, that thing might be banging up and down, and you would think on this side of the gasket that there would be, well, there's, it's hard to show you, but sort of some marks there where it's been kind of banging, but you think it might have done more damage than that. Because there would be just that little bit of gap that, you know, she might just rattle a little bit. Almost kind of wouldn't think that would happen, but boy, I don't know now. That's seems a little fishy. So I don't know whether I want to get tearing apart and putting rings on too. That's a lot more work. That means I got to take the oil pan off, which I've already had off. Oh man. But I'm kind of wondering if that's where a bit of this blow-by is coming from, because, let's think here now, these might be getting a little tired, the rings. I'm going to do a leak down test, like a leak through test, we'll say. We did that with my stepdad's there, and basically, you get them down just a little bit more than this, and then you pour in some WD-40, I think we used, and then we watched and seen how long it took to leak down. If it just kind of, well, those rings were junk. A couple of his weren't too bad, but I think 2 of them were really bad, so his was bad. But now this one hasn't really smoked a lot, mind you, but I think it's on its way kind of thing, right? So, boy, I think I'd probably still use the same pistons, rods, everything. Hopefully everything in there is okay, all the bearings and stuff, but I really don't want to get into a kit for this because that's like $500 US for the kit to rebuild this thing. It's like, holy mother of God, that's a lot of money when it converted to Canada and shipping and then duty, and so yeah. How far do we want to go? I mean, I want it to be a good tractor and run good and stuff, but I don't know. We're getting into a pile of money it seems here, but oh boy, project. This might be something that I don't get done kind of right away. I'll have to save up some coins for some more parts, I guess. This bloody coolant, I just can't get it wiped off everything. It just keeps tracking around. Bloody coolant. But we'll do a leak down test some point here soon. Fluid leak test, we'll say, and go from there. So anyways, wow, what a job. Up to the you know, in tractor. Oh, but if we get this done, I mean, that should be it, and then the transmission will blow out of it. That's what's gonna happen. So anyways, I guess that's it for today. It's about as far as I can go. I got to do some testing yet on this and do maybe a bit of cleaning, and I don't know whether I'm going to go any further and fix it, because, you know, if I get into the bottom end now, I'm going to probably need, we're going to probably need, well, they have bearings in them. It's not just like a small engine like you're used to where you just put that connecting rod cap on and away you go. They actually snap a bearing on each side of the rod and the cap, and then that fits on. It's got to be all right too, right? So I presume these are all standard. It says standard on the piston there, STD, so you can, I guess, get different liners and bigger liners and make it a little bit bigger engine too, right? But it's like, oh, I don't really need to do that, so it'll do lots when I need it to. So anyways, keep going or bolt her up and drive on. I don't know, but anyways, that's it for today. Thanks again for watching. We'll catch you all later, and you guys have a good day. Money, money, money. It's only going to cost more. Oh boy.